Trisha here for Calm and Strong. Have your yoga block nearby and we will get right into our practice today. Let us start off today standing, and we're just going to take a little bit of time to ground into the feet and just drop our awareness out of our big busy brain and into the feet. So take a moment standing and just glance down at the feet. You may start to shift your weight, just a little bit of rocking forward and back. And just feel that transfer of weight from the heels all the way through the midfoot to the toes. And then we'll land. And with that, let's then rotate side to side. So forward and back makes sense, but not often are we rotating in and out purposefully. So let's do that. Rolling towards the big toe and then outer edge border of the pinky toes, and just working through that range. Notice if those move at all. Sometimes that can be a very actually kind of a stiff region. So just work with what you've got. And then just kind of, re-land into that. Fantastic. So let's start with just the right foot. You're going to just lift your heel and you're going to work into the toes. And let's just lift and lower. So nothing, we're not cranking or pushing into anything, but just again, just noticing how your foot operates, if you will. Lifting the heel, coming into that stretch under the toes. Notice how much of that you got. Maybe just a tiny bit, maybe a lot, but a few times. And then as you come up onto that, I want you to notice, are you actually sort of bypassing the big toe? Are you, is it kind of, are you going out and towards the small toes? So as you come up, glance down and see if you can, bring that back into the big toe a bit. Sometimes that is rigid. So that might mean you lift less, but just a little extra attention and care to the big toe flex. It's just such these small, kind of granular areas that we overlook, forget. Let's do this with the other foot. Just start easy, not overthinking it, lifting and lowering the heel. And just actually feeling into the foot. Notice then, if you're bypassing the big toe, does your foot sort of go out? And what's it like if you really come up over the big toe? Again, no cranking or pushing. Less is a lot more when it comes to the feet, I think, in this movement. Okay, so let's shake that off and then just standing. Can we do some heel raises? Can we lift and lower? And again, it doesn't have to be to like this highest point, but can you just raise the heels off the ground a bit? And then coming back into them. Yeah. Okay, take a moment, shake that off, and we will get right into some movement here. So let's take the feet wide, putting our feet to good use, if you will. And I want us to start to rotate. So let's just start to find some rotation through the trunk up top, really turning from the shoulders, side to side. And then we're going to add in down below. So as you rotate, turning that heel so that we get more room from side to side. So the leg you're turning away from, that's the heel that's going to lift, and there's just a little pivot. So I want you to just really tune in and feel the pivot that happens from the ankle, the knee, the hip, then your trunk and shoulders. Okay, another time to each side with this. And then just right back through the center. Let's take those arms out nice and wide, and then just take a forward fold. Nice wide. Dropping in, shoulders, head, really surrendering here, a little sway. Feel the movement of your breathing, head below heart. And then from here, in your fold, we will do a similar pivot side to side, but now both feet need to be involved here. So let's rotate to one side, find that runner's lunge. You can kind of drop into it, And then let's make our way to the other side. So again, really noticing how involved the feet are here. Without the feet, this movement doesn't happen. No rush with this. Just navigate your way through side to side. And now perhaps you start to add a twist, literally. So when we come over here, can we start to kind of reach up and open through the twist back there? There we go. Let's get a couple more here, just each side with this low lunge to twist. And we'll bring it back to center. Let's pause. Recover, recover. Let's rise up here halfway. Find the knees in this athletic stance, and then just a little stretchy twist out through the spine and the head and the shoulders. And we'll rise. We'll bring it up. Fantastic. Okay, let's get the arms a little bit here involved and do some teacup drills. So we'll work with that on an invitation to do this on single leg today. So of course we always do this standing in here, but to add a bit of novelty and just balance and work into the feet, an option to stand on one leg while you work through your teacup drill. The floor is always there if you need it, and you can come right into that foot, of course, at any time. Which leg are you balancing on? Well, I didn't say, did I? But that's fine. It doesn't have to be a specific leg. It is always interesting, the leg that we kind of choose, right, or the limb that we tend to favor. So maybe even while you're on this side with the arm, you switch legs. Okay, let's come out here. We'll switch hands for sure. We want to get both sides on that. And then, yeah, just giving that single leg balance a try, and probably trying it on both legs. Okay, let's bring it all back in with the block. We'll set that aside. Let's find our way to just the top of the yoga mat, wherever that is for you. Mountain pose. Take a moment. It begins in the feet. I want you to lift, spread the toes. Put some space between them and lower. And then just draw up nice and tall. A little shake through the head, a little roll of the shoulders. Let's inhale the arms. We'll reach up. We'll fold forward together here. And of course, halfway, lengthen, lift up, and then fold it all the way back in. We'll rise, coming up from that half vinyasa, and bring hands to heart in mountain. Let's do it all again. A breath to raise those arms, reach, and we fold. Let's lengthen there halfway, and we fold. Okay, press the floor away like you mean it. Reach up. Let's come down into chair pose. Right into chair pose, and I want you to feel into the feet, of course, because that's kind of just the highlight, the focus, the through line for us today. And you're in chair. I want you to put your weight in the right leg, and can you just hover the left foot off of the ground, or just even lift the heel. Good. Let's put that foot down. Same idea there as we shift our weight. A little less weight there as you lift or float the foot. And back into both feet. Let's rise, reach up, pull it back down low through that chair pose, and then right here in chair, all the weight in the right, lift the left, and let's send it back, land high lunge, reach the arms. And then I want you to take the arms out wide, all the way down, long route. Catch the elbows behind your back there, if you can. And then also, taking those arms back out, long route up, I want you to catch the elbows above you. So kind of same idea, but just overhead, which is different. If you can catch a hold of the elbows with your fingers, press out a little bit. Press out like your elbows are trying to escape your hands, so to speak. All right, let's release that and bring this down. Let's step back, downward dog. First dog pose, take a little time, pedal through the heels, the feet, drive through the hands, of course. And then let's just walk it in, find our way back into the front, top of the mat. And let's rise, come all the way up through to standing, mountain pose. Let's find all of that on the other side here. So we'll come up with the arms. We're gonna find chair. All your weight in the left so you can step back. High lunge. Take a moment. Get good and steady in the feet, of course. And reach up. Soften the jaw. Take a breath. And now we'll take those arms down, out wide. They're coming down behind you to just catch elbows here. Gaze up, lift the chin. And then up top, raise those arms. And you find the elbows again with the hands. Now, depending on your range of motion, your mobility in the arms, they might not be straight up overhead. So yeah, it's okay. Maybe they're out in front of you a little bit. But catching the elbows and press out into that. And we'll release it. Let's bring it down. Right into the mat to dog pose we go. Okay. From that dog, let's glide forward, plank. Take a moment to be in plank. Look at the mat there. And let's come to table. Drop into the knees, move your spine, cat, cow. Wiggle through the back body. Now let's find a little bit of side bend, a little bit of side wiggle. So we're looking over our shoulder behind us to the feet, each side, sweep around. Head sways, hips sway. There we go. And we're coming back through. Just in table. Now just movement just for our shoulders. Sink in and push away. Those shoulder blades, feel them move on your back body. The arms stay straight. Separate that out. Okay. Now, let's tuck our toes. Press back. There's that stretch again. Take a moment with it if you need to. Right? But we are headed back into a deep squat. Just a yogi squat. Knees wide. Really get to sink in here. Smooth things out. And we'll come out. Let's ease back out here. And just return yourself to downward facing dog. Let's take up some space here. So raise the right leg, a little or a lot. Maybe stack the hip open, shake the leg. Yogi's choice, freedom of expression here with that three-legged dog. Let's bring it through. Let's bring it through and come up to Warrior Two pose. Take a moment and just really reach out. All the directions Warrior Two invites you to be in those. Yeah, okay. From right there, let's reverse it. Reach back. While you're reaching back, go ahead and straighten your front knee and also lift the toes. So dig the heel, you're on the heel, feel your front thigh engage, and then just come right on out and over, side angle. Now, we're gonna do that again. So you're simply gonna come back through warrior, reach back, straighten the leg, lift the toes, and come forward. We'll stay right here, side angle. This arm overhead, let's take it down, flip that thumb, and come right behind the back. And just right there, no extra cranking, just pause with that. Good. Let's rotate the chest a little bit towards the front leg, and then just reopen. A couple times through that, flossing. Really anchor into the back foot. Fantastic. And then as you reopen, let's come back up, and then this other arm will join here And we'll find humble warrior. Let's round it in. Let the head be heavy. A little nod of that to help find it. And let's release. Come on out. Push away, dog pose. Now let's find all that on the other side, of course. So left leg, we're gonna reach up, take up some space. Yeah, all right, we come up, we find warrior two on our other side, left side. All right, take a moment, feel that nice wide stance. Even right here in warrior two, right, we don't have to just think about the feet in mountain. So go ahead and lift your toes. Can you lift your toes in warrior two? Works the same way, sorta, and then back in. And we're reaching out. Great. Okay, let's reverse this. Reach back. Nice side bend. And then straighten the leg, lift the toes, dig the heel. And then we're coming right out over into side angle. Let's do it again. We'll come up, easy reach back. Yes, we're lifting the toes, engaging the front leg. Okay, right in, side angle pose. Distribute things well. Even that includes the head. We don't think about the head in some of these poses, right? But just reaching out through the crown of the head. Let's take this arm down. Got to rotate. And it's just gonna slide right back there. And just notice. Now, a little flossing through the upper body here. Just rotate the shoulders square and then we kind of open. See how things move here. Yes. And let's rise. We'll come up. We're just going to add this arm back there so we can dive into humble warrior. Pushing through the front foot, even while you're down low here. Go ahead, release. Bring it out, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, the legs, just the aftertaste of that work. Let it metabolize. Now, let's go ahead, take your feet wide, walk the hands backwards so you're in that forward fold at the back of the mat, and just lift on up, coming right on up. And back into standing. There we go. Let's grab our yoga block. Back down into the feet we go. So we're going to hug the block between the feet here. So if you have a foam block, that's best. If it's cork, that probably might not feel the best. Okay, so we're kind of squeezing in if it's foam. But even if you're not going to use a block here, right? Just this idea of kind of hugging into the ankles. Kind of feel the energy of the inner thigh line with that. And again, we're lifting and lowering the heels here, right? So if you've got that block, it's gonna kind of come with you because you're hugging into it. You could use a towel, right? You could use a rolled up towel, something in lieu of a cork block. Yes. There we go. Now, as you come down, we are coming into chair pose. A lot of times with chair and a block, you'll see that in the knees. Great. Well, we're bringing it down into the feet because I want you to feel the feet. So hugging into that, right on down into chair. Yes, and now let's rise. Reach up overhead, lift the heels, and right back down into chair. We're gonna do that one more time here. So we're gonna rise, push the floor away, lift the heels, bring it back down. Let's fold forward there. Okay, let's move that block out of the way, and we're coming down lower into a toe stand, which is really just a deep squat. We're on the balls of the feet, drawing up tall here. Can you balance, right? Because this is definitely feels like balance. All right. Can you rise right on up out of that? Okay, shake that out. Because we're going to do it again with the option to add some challenge. So let's come down into chair, passing this time right on down the rest of the way into your toe stand. You're on the balls of the feet, feel that. Can you stay on the balls of the feet as you come up? Okay. All the work in the feet and on the tippy toes. If you ever did rocket, it's reminiscent of some twinkle toes. Okay, right, let's find our way. Mountain pose, top of the mat. We're gonna raise those arms and reach. Fold it all the way in. Let's step it to our plank pose. Take a moment in plank. We are lowering, just get all the way down into the floor here. Crocodile, stack the arms, rest the head, take the feet wide, and just feel the imprint of your whole body on the ground. Take an inhale, feel the body fill and expand. And as you exhale, feel the body empty, feel the body drop. Let's bend the knees, draw the heels, and we'll rock, sway the feet, the legs, the hips. Everything kind of comes along for the ride with this. And let's lower those legs. Let's go ahead here and lift through Cobra pose. Just a little lift and lower since we're down here. We should visit Cobra, baby Cobra, a little lift and lower. And now let's go ahead and press ourselves back, child's pose. Take a good long moment in child's pose. Maybe even bring this block along with you because it makes such a nice place for the brow, the forehead right there, in which you can then kind of just nod the head and just massage that brow line right into your block. And now let's slowly lift. Let's slowly just sit right on up into those heels. Take a moment, stretching through, when we're in hero's pose, a lot of times we maybe feel the thighs or the knees. I want you to, again, tune into the feet because we are sitting on them in a way that gives them a stretch to the tops of the feet, right? So just kind of take that in. If you could lean back a little bit and even just like lift one knee or leg. Maybe not. This is definitely one that's not, accessible to everyone and doesn't need to be if that's the case. Just getting the stretch to the top of that foot. Okay, let's come on out. Downward dog. So we can just, re-stretch back out through those legs. Let's lift our right leg, come right on through, high crescent lunge, a little bit of flow here, reaching up high. Let's go forward out there to warrior three. We're coming up to standing, so you're gonna hug your left knee with your right hand, okay? Because you're going to see about taking this little twist over to your left. Reach out through the arm. Maybe. Can you take your head back there towards the hand? That's where things get tricky with balance, right? Where the head and the eyes go. Let's come out. Right back to high lunge. Take a moment, reach up. Prayer twist over the right. Lift that back heel. Take a breath, sides back of the waist. And let go. Come on out, downward dog. Left side, let's raise the leg. And come through. High crescent lunge, rise up, reach up. Back foot, push off. Go forward out there to warrior three. Take a moment to be in that. And then we're coming up. We're hugging the knee. This is my right knee. I'm gonna hug it with my left hand there in the front to see about this twist. I wanna see if I can turn the shoulders a little. reach. Maybe can I also take the head? And we're bringing it back through. Let's step back, find high lunge. Nice breath in, let's bring it down and over into that twist. Yes. Nice breath here, sides, back of the waist. Let's release it back into the floor. We go, downward dog. Okay. Now let's come forward and touch down those knees. And we'll take our right leg out to the side, kickstand, right? Come on out, and just a nice reach up through the right arm. Take up space here. And let's come down. We're just gonna rock back like a child's pose for a moment in that heel. And let's bring it in. We'll switch sides out here, so other leg. Slowing things down here, kickstand, also raise the arm. And we'll bring that hand to the mat. Again, just rock back one time into that. And we're coming down. All right, let's flip right on over into our seat. We're gonna take a bound ankle pose, butterfly, but up on the block. Because I feel that when we put ourselves up on the block with this, we can actually turn this into a bit more of a hip stretch, a hip opener. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together and have them a little bit out in front of you. More so, and then we'll lean in, we'll catch that fold. And that just brings that stretch perhaps a little bit more into the hips behind you. Slow things down, smooth it out. Okay, let's rise with that. And then we're going to bring our knees in, our feet in, and we're going to find something of a deep squat on our block. Now you can turn that block onto its side for a bit more height, but see about finding just this deeper squat variation. Bringing those feet in as close as you can, hugging with the hands or even like the hook of the elbows. Let's drop the chin just long through the back of the head and neck. Now, from here, a little momentum, a little oomph, and a little will. We're gonna rock a little forward back. Reach those arms out in front of you. Are you able? Just check in with your capabilities here. Is it possible that you can rise up and out of that block? Bring it back down low and drop it in. Again, a little momentum is your friend here. Push out into those feet, drive away. Okay, it's fine. It's fine if it doesn't happen today, if it's not quite there. Okay, last bit of work right there. We get to come all the way down into the floor here. Back body, connecting here. Hug those knees. Here too is your deep squat, right? We just laid it back. Take those arms, legs into the air, slow circle them out. All the attention and awareness to the feet, and a little ode to the hands here as well. I'm gonna shake that out. Let's hug the right knee and take that left leg down. We're gonna lift our head, shoulders rounded in, knee towards the nose. And right back down. And rather than hugging the knee straight on, I like to let my leg open the slightest bit, so I'm like kind of hugging towards my armpit. Let's take it across the body, just a quick little twist over to touch, and we're gonna switch sides here. So other knee is hugging in. Again, then knee can open just a slight little bit towards the armpit. And we'll curl in. Let's bring it down and just reach across, big twist through the middle. And right on back out. Let's plant those feet. One nice big lift off and back down. We'll take the legs down, take up some space, let go of all the work and efforting, all the thinking. Little wiggle of the head, shoulders, the feet, just to ensure you've released. Take your biggest inhale yet. Pause once you reach the top of it. And then exhale it all out. Find just a normal breathing pattern. Notice what feels good and connected. Easing back into awareness, let's reach the arms overhead, a little stretch down through the legs, full body. And let's slowly turn, take your time. Coming from your back body, just rolling to one side, take a moment, linger there. And then making your way on back up into your seat, ready for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining Calm and Strong.